Hi, Michi here, and welcome back to another day with makeup. And it's actually day 20 today, but I haven't done day 19. So I have to do that today, and I'll see if I'll do two, but maybe not. So I'm gonna do another face chart look. I'll insert a picture somewhere, and that's it. So let's start. Today's look is gonna be a tiny bit messy, cause I'll be using face paint, which is my #1 enemy. And it doesn't help that I'm using this cheap brand. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the name, cause it's some German name and it's very hard. So yeah, anyway, it's not very good either, but yeah, don't tell anyone. But yeah, so the only thing I did before I started painting my face was use some face priming. I also use some type of like face lotion before I start priming my face. It's just to get, what can I say, to get the canvas ready to be painted on. Face is blue, kinda messy, kinda patchy, mostly patchy to be honest. But yeah, you can't just take a paintbrush and some paint and slap it on your face and expect it to look good, cause then it will probably look a bit messy, patchy, you'll get brush strokes, everything you don't want in a makeup look. So there are some techniques that will help you to get a better paint job, and I'm not very good at it, so I shouldn't teach you anything there. But there are a lot of good videos on YouTube about how to paint your face. But yeah, the brand I'm using isn't very pleasant to work with either, so that doesn't really help my case. And I also got another brand that I use a lot, which is Kryolan, which I also have talked about before. It's a professional brand, so I really like that brand. Their paints are a lot more creamy, and I feel like they cover a lot better and they are a lot better to work with. I've been adding some eyeshadow on my face, white for highlights and dark blue for contour where I want shadows, and dark blue cause my face is blue. And I'm using the James Charles palette, like usual. I guess we could say that I'm not actually using a dark blue for shadows, but it's more of a normal blue to be honest, but it's darker than the main color of the face, which is the points. So if I painted my face in another color, then I would just use a darker version of that color. I'm also using a mini fluffy fluff brush for this look, which is just a normal blending brush, but fluffy fluff brush sounds cooler and kind of, I don't know, cute. I'm now going in with the same blue color that I have been using for contouring, and I'm using that as eyeshadow, which it actually is, eyeshadow. I later went in with a darker eyeshadow for the outer corner of my eyes, and I also used a darker eyeshadow on top of my eyebrows to make them a bit darker. And of course, some highlights. So as I mentioned earlier, this is just half of the look, so the fun part hasn't even started yet. So I was gonna start with the clouds, and then I was thinking that maybe I can do Hades from the webcomics Lore Olympus, and I'm gonna try and take some pictures and I will see, and then I'll keep continuing and add the skies, clouds, and I'm gonna see if I can do 2 looks in one, because that will save me a lot of time. So yeah. So this is just a tiny showcase of the look before it gets destroyed, which it does in a few seconds. Okay, so I have taken some pictures and it was super hot, so I started sweating and my makeup is sweating off. So yeah, but I'm gonna continue the look, and I'm probably gonna do two looks in this video. So it's day 19 and 20. So yeah, let's continue. Okay, let's continue. So I'm now going in with my Crayola cream color in the color white, and I'm doing the clouds. And the brush I'm using is just a concealer brush because it's perfect to make clouds with. I just feel like I should have dropped the pictures and continued the look because it was actually pretty warm in here and I was sweating like crazy. And then I went back to do continue my look, and I was just looking at myself in the mirror and I was just like, oh no, what have I done? Because you can clearly see that I got a few spots that are a bit washed out, and it's bugging me so much. But to be fair, the pictures actually look pretty good, so I'm not mad about that. I will just continue doing the clouds like I'm doing now, and I didn't film the whole process because then the video would be super long because it took a while to do the clouds, but I'm basically just doing what I'm doing now and just drawing a lot of clouds. I just feel like I should have cleaned up that face paint a tiny bit, but it will get better when the look is done, because I will be adding some clouds up in there, as well as some splattering effects, as you will see in a bit. Just a little show-off sequence for you guys, before I start the splattering effect. So here is me and my lovely little toothbrush, which I also mentioned in my last video, and I told you guys that I would show you guys how I do it, and this is how I do it. I'm also using face paint for splatter effects, and I'm using Crayola for it, because I actually got some Crayola in white. And this is just me doing an oopsie. Oops. I also went in and did some lines, as you can see, and it's just some random lines, and it makes it looks like a sky with some, I don't know, airplanes perhaps. So this is the finished look, and I'm actually very happy with the end results. I was thinking about adding eyelashes and the famous wig, but I also kind of like it like it is now, so I'm not really sure. I might take some pictures now and then add eyelashes and wig and take some more pictures, and I'll see how they turn out, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight.